Welcome to the Mindset Lounge with Morgan. I'm your host, Morgan Eldred, and this is your space for self-improvement and success. Hi, hello, welcome to episode 13. Today, we are getting straight into it. We are talking about your winter arc. It is just getting into winter here in Australia, and to be fair, winter isn't really that cold here in Queensland. Yesterday was like 23 degrees, which is amazing. But nevertheless, we are talking about locking in for those winter months. We're going to talk about what is the winter arc, your winter arc rules, and then how can you sustain those habits long term. So we're going to get straight into it today. What is the winter arc? The winter arc is essentially where you lock in for the winter months. The winter arc is all about focusing on yourself, on your growth, on your goals. And the main thing here is focusing on consistency. Your winter arc is not about setting one big goal and just chasing that one goal no matter what. It's not like 70 hard where you're locking in and then everything goes out the window once you're done. No, the winter arc is laying the foundations to set awesome, consistent habits and routines. The winter months are the months that the animals go into hibernation, the trees and the plants sets the foundations and builds really, really strong roots. That is what we are doing. We are building some super strong roots so that when you do come into the warmer months, you've got really good, consistent, healthy habits. You are going to come out of this winter season a better person. Your life can absolutely improve and change in these winter months if you lock in. It's 3 months of winter, but these 3 months are going to set the foundations for the rest of your life if you let it. You're going to put your growth first. You're going to put yourself first. You're going to put your health, fitness, mindset, business, spirituality first. And this doesn't mean that we throw all of the fun out the window. It doesn't mean that we let go of all our relationships. What it does mean is that we are going to set some foundations for a better life and for a better version of ourselves. We're romanticizing life. We're romanticizing the grind. Winter doesn't have to be this depressing, boring season. It's the time of year where a lot of people throw away their goals. It's a time of year where a lot of people let themselves go. So when everyone else is snoozing their alarms, when everyone else is skipping their workouts because it's cold, we are going to lock in and we are going to absolutely change our lives here. If you can lock in the winter, you will absolutely be able to lock in autumn and spring and summer. The winter months are the hardest months to lock in. And I promise you, if you treat this winter arc seriously, you are going to come out so much stronger than ever before. Your winter arc is kind of like the Rocky cut scene. To other people, when they go into winter and they come out of winter, nothing changes. When you go into winter and you come out of winter, you are going to change. And everyone's going to look at you and think, whoa, that was an overnight success. That was a 2-minute Rocky cut scene. But you know that it took months and months of consistent effort to build these habits. And we all know that the Rocky cut scene lasts 2 minutes in the movie, but that was weeks and weeks of effort and consistency that he put in. So you are going to look like an overnight success to these other people, the people that didn't lock in their winter. But you know that you were grinding and you know that it took hard work to build this consistency up. But we're going to romanticize this and we're going to really embrace this and create some fun out of this. Make it like a game. This is your winter arc. We're in this winter arc together and it's going to be an epic season. And I think that this is going to be really, really cool for all of us to go through together. We're going to live the lifestyle of our best selves. Whatever that looks like to me, to you, it's going to be different, but we are going to be our absolute best self this winter arc. Whatever that is, whatever your goals are, we're going to go through it together. I was just reflecting on one of my own sort of winter arcs that I went through. And to be honest, it was really my kind of like overnight success moment when I was living in Melbourne and it was cold, it was the winter, it was freezing. I was hustling. I was waking up early. I was going to the gym in the dark. I had my hoodie on, my beanie on. I was training in all of my winter clothes and it was a bit rough. I moved from the Gold Coast to the sunny lifestyle and I moved to Melbourne, and that was really my winter arc grind season. And I did romanticize that and I really put myself in the hustle of like, yeah, we are grinding and this is all for a bigger purpose. I would wake up I would wake up when the rest of the city was asleep. I would go for my walks, I would do my cardio, and I I could have easily been so upset about that. I could have so easily seen all the reasons why that should have been awful. It was cold. It rained a lot. It was gloomy weather. And I wasn't used to all of this as well. But I kind of gamified it and made it a really fun experience where I was I'm in the grind right now. And I know I'm going to keep referring to the Rocky cutscene, but it really did feel like my Rocky cutscene. It felt like the montage where the music was playing and I was constantly just like doing the work. And that winter arc, that season of growth was where I really laid the foundations for that pro level mindset. I went into that an amateur and I came out a pro mentally. I wasn't yet a pro. I went into my prep where I won my pro card in Melbourne right as I was moving back to the Gold Coast. Mentally, I went to Melbourne an amateur and I came out of that winter arc. For me, that was 6 months a pro. And you can absolutely do the same. We can go from that amateur mindset, sleeping in, snoozing the alarm, skipping workouts. We can come out of this winter arc with the pro mindset, discipline, consistency. We're not relying on motivation here. No, we are not. We are not relying on motivation in this winter arc. We are relying on consistency and discipline. And we're going to get really clear on our why, and we're going to get really clear on why this is important for us. And that's going to be different for everyone. But that's really important that we find out the why as well. So, what are we going to do first? The first thing that you need to do to enter your winter arc is you need to audit your life. You need to have a really good, clear look at your life. You need to look at what is going well, what is not going well. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? And you're going to write all this down. You're going to brain dump. Just brain dump exactly who you want to be. What is your best self doing? How is your best self living their life? What habits are they adopting? What kind of friends do they have? You're going to brain dump all of this, and then you're going to brain dump, where are you right now? What are you doing? How are your habits looking like? Are you snoozing your alarm? Are you sleeping in and skipping your workouts? Are you not getting your steps because it's cold outside? Are you not doing the tasks that you need to for your business because you can't be bothered? You're going to get really clear on your life and who you want to be. Really, all I want you to do in this winter arc is build consistency and build discipline, because they are the two things that will literally change your life. You're going to create a vision board. This can be on your phone. This can be in person on like a actual board. You're going to find all the photos that are going to reflect your winter arc and your best self. What do they look like? What are they doing? What are their habits? Are they living in a different house? Are they driving a different car? Are they training at a different time of day? You're going to get really clear and you're going to create a vision board that you can see every day. And the last thing we're going to do to set up this winter arc, and this is my favorite thing, I love this so much. You are going to set a theme for your winter arc. This is going to be a single word, and this is going to be just the word that goes across the screen of your Rocky cutscene. I'm going to refer to this so much, guys. I just love it. I freaking love it. This is going to be the word that you think about every day. This is going to be the word that you wake up, it's on your vision board. I want this clear on your vision board. This is the theme of your winter arc. This can be anything. So this could be like execution. So like a season of getting it done, no excuses. It could be becoming, a season of stepping into the best version of yourself. It could be build, a season of setting foundations and building for the future. So find a word that resonates with you, and that is going to be your theme of your winter arc. Okay, so we also need to write down our winter arc code. Now, this is going to be the set of habits that you're going to live by and you're going to sustain and build and sustain over time. And these habits you are going to sustain long term. So these are not things that you're only going to do in winter and never do again. These are habits that you are going to build, and they're going to be things that you get so consistent at, it's going to feel like brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. These habits that you are going to set the foundations for in your winter arc will become so easy to sustain if you stay consistent with them. So I'm going to read you out 10 of my winter arc habits. Now, this is 10. You do not need to do 10. You can do one. If you are someone who hasn't got very many good, healthy habits yet, maybe one or two or three is going to be a great start. But if you already have a really consistent routine, then building up more could be beneficial for you as well. You're going to write these down. They're going to be on your phone. They're going to be on your bedroom wall, in your bathroom. I don't mind. You can do all 10, you can do just one, doesn't really matter. The first rule in my winter arc, you guys can copy this, you don't have to. Move your body daily. Movement is so freaking good for us. And this doesn't mean going to the gym every single day. This doesn't mean going for a run every single day. You are just moving your body daily. Movement creates momentum and movement creates motivation. I really, really do believe that. So you're going to get out every single day and do some movement, whether it's a walk, whether it's a rock climbing session, surfing, gym, high rocks, whatever it is, you're going to move your body every single day. That is rule number one. Rule number two, create more than you consume. This is a big one for me, and this is probably the one I'm going to focus on the most this winter, is putting stuff out there more than you're absorbing. We are in a society right now where we are just so obsessed with consuming. Social media, movies, YouTube, and don't get me wrong, they all have their place. They're all amazing in some way, but I do also think we need to start getting back to creation and putting more things out there into the world, creating podcasts, creating social media posts. We're just going to flip the switch. In the time that you would normally consume, put a little bit of time into creation for your business, for your art, for social media, for your side hustle, anything. Create more than you consume. You're going to read nonfiction daily. This is number 3. You're going to set a goal, and this doesn't matter if the goal is 1 page, 5 pages, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. We are going to read nonfiction every single day because you are going to learn so much if you can read even just a few pages every day. You're going to expand your knowledge and you are going to come out of this winter a better person. Number 4, no phone for the first 30 minutes of your day. And we've all heard about this before, so I don't feel like I need to go on a big tangent about this. But another thing also, let's turn off our notifications. We don't need so many notifications. You don't have to turn them all off, but I personally don't have any notifications turned on for Instagram, TikTok, pretty much any of my apps except for messages. There is just so much coming in that we can get so distracted by. So I think that we really need to, coming back to creating more than we consume, limit the distractions and limit how easy it is for us to go onto social media and get distracted. Number 5, sleep for at least 7 hours every night. Sleep is so important. And in our winter arc, we are not losing sleep for our goals. Sleep is going to make you better. Sleep is going to make you achieve your goals easier. You are going to perform better. You're going to think better. You are going to be better if you get sleep. So we are not skipping sleep for our goals this winter arc. Number 6, cold shower first thing in the morning. Now, guys, I know you're hearing me thinking winter arc, cold shower in winter, you're crazy. But let me tell you, cold showers, and I can attest by this because I do my cold showers actually make your body temperature heat up. So if you are getting out of bed in the morning, it's freezing out in your house, it's freezing in the bedroom, in the bathroom. You get in the cold shower, it is freezing. You are going to be so cold. You are, it's fine. But when you get out, because you've been so cold, your body is going to be working overtime to heat your body up, which means your body temperature is actually going to go higher. And when you get out into the cold house, the cold house isn't going to feel as cold anymore. It's also going to improve your circulation and your alertness. So we are doing cold showers this winter arc. It's going to suck, but it's going to be so good for us. It will. Number 7, routines. You are going to have morning routine, bedtime routine, workout routines. We are going to get so routine this winter arc that we are leaving nothing to chance. We're not guessing anything. We're not walking into the gym with no plan and no routine for our workout. We're not getting up in the morning and checking our phones and then scrolling on TikTok. We are going to create some really solid routines. And I'm actually a really big believer in not having a really, really strict routine. But I do think that having some overarching routine is really important. Number 8, we are learning a new skill this winter arc. Learning is like movement in the sense that it creates momentum and it creates motivation. There's nothing more motivating than actually learning something and getting better at something. The more you see yourself improve, the more you're going to want to do it. And the more that you're then going to let that bleed into other areas of your life. If you start learning a new skill and you see the fruits of your labor and you are starting to see improvements, you're going to actually see that and put that into other areas of your life as well. If you are getting really consistent at learning a new language or learning coding on your computer or learning a musical instrument, you're going to enjoy seeing the improvements, and then you're going to start getting more consistent at your business or your workouts because you're going to correlate the improvements that you get with effort, and you're going to be like, oh, cool, I want that in other areas of my life too. Number 9, you are going to embrace the cringe this winter arc. What does that mean? It basically means we're not caring what other people think. We're not letting other people's judgments stop us from doing things. We're not letting other people's opinions change our opinions. We're not letting the fear of failure or the fear of embarrassment stop us from chasing our goals and building our habits. Number 10, the final winter arc code. We are getting rid of toxic people this winter arc. And if that means that this winter arc is a lonely chapter for you, we're going to accept that, because what that means is we are setting ourselves up to have better friends in the future. You are cutting out all of the toxic people in your life so that you can close that door and you can open other doors. You cannot accept better, newer friendships if you're still getting dragged down by the toxic friendships or family members or whatever. And getting rid of toxic people might also mean getting rid of the toxic person in you as well. So we're not going to be toxic to our friends. We're not going to be toxic to our partners. There's just no toxicness in our winter arc. Is toxicness a word? I don't think so. So how do we sustain habits long term? We've just talked about the 10 winter arc rules that we are going to live by. How can we sustain these after winter and into the autumn, spring, summers, just for the rest of our lives? The most important thing in sustaining a habit long term is identity change and focusing on the person who does that kind of thing, not so much just the goal. So, we're going to work really hard this winter arc to make these things feel like us. We are the type of person who wakes up early. We are the type of person that reads daily or learns daily or enjoys trying new things. It's not just a thing we are doing, it is a part of who we are. And once you can start really putting that inside of you and really developing that sense of, I am that kind of person, you'll be able to sustain those habits long term because you're not sustaining habits, you're just being you. You're going to focus on now, not yesterday. So it doesn't matter if you mess it up. It doesn't matter if you miss a day. It doesn't matter if you slept in or you snoozed your alarm by accident. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday, last year, last month, whatever. It only matters what you do right now. You are in control of you right now in this present moment, and that is all that matters. So you're going to focus on now. You're not going to focus on the future. You're not going to focus on the past. You're going to focus on doing what you need to do and doing what feels good for you right now. You're going to adjust, not abandon. When life inevitably throws curveballs at you, when things don't go perfect, we're not going to throw in the towel. We're just going to adjust the plan and adapt. The best, most consistent people are the ones that evolve and adapt with the times. There is no such thing as a perfect run. We can't guarantee that this whole winter arc we're going to be able to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day and go to bed at 8 p.m. every single night. You might have a pet emergency. I don't know. Instead of throwing in the towel, we're just going to adapt. If you have to go to bed late one night, that's cool. We can then sleep in the next day. Instead of just being like, okay, I have to go to bed late, might as well get McDonald's. The winter arc's ruined. We're just adapting. We're adapting. And that's going to make you be able to sustain this so much longer as well. To sustain habits long term, I really think it's important to track your progress. This can be through like a habit tracker. This can be through writing down your goals and just ticking them off every single day. We're just going to track the progress because this is going to make you realize how far you have come, and it's just going to make it feel a lot more rewarding. We're celebrating consistency here, not just big wins. The winter arc isn't about being perfect. It isn't about achieving that one goal. It isn't about earning a specific amount of money. It's about being a consistent, dedicated, and disciplined person. That is the most important thing. You can't just focus on the end goal. You need to focus on the systems that's going to get you there. And the winter arc in a whole is about consistency. It's about building up consistent effort, not perfect effort. And I don't want you to think about one big goal and just ticking that off, and then that's what made the winter arc successful or life successful. You are going to have a successful winter arc or a successful life if you are journey focused, if you are focused on having consistent small wins, and celebrating those consistent small wins is what's going to make you sustain all of these habits long term. So guys, that is the winter arc, what it is, our winter arc code, and how you're going to sustain these habits long term. I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys. Please let me know what winter arc rules you are following this winter. And even if it's not winter and it is summer, even if you're listening to this and it's the start of January or it's the middle of the year, it does not matter when you start and it doesn't matter what season you're in. We are just focusing on consistency. You can apply all of these rules to any time of year and start now. Don't put this off. Don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for winter. Don't wait for summer. Start now. Start chasing your dreams now. Even if it's not perfect, even if you don't feel ready, we are entering our winter arc right now. Guys, thank you so much. Please let me know what you are going to be following with this winter arc. Keep me accountable. I'll keep you accountable. Let's go through this journey together. If it's not winter for you right now, we're going through our summer arc. We're going through our autumn arc. We are going through just our freaking grind era, and we're romanticizing it. We're not hustling and killing ourselves. We're finding balance. We're finding joy in the process. And we're just going through our rocky cutscene, and I'm here for it. Have the best day. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Love ya.